Hello, welcome to another special episode of XenoChat. I am one of the hosts, Tyler, along with my co-host, Justin.
Hey, hey.
Alright, and we got a bunch of people here for our New Year's special. First up, we have Robin. What are you doing?
Making this recording longer for no good reason.
Okay, no, that's fine. And we have Nick.
Hey. It's
and-
Nick.
Alright, and we have Mary.
Hello.
Alright, and we have David.
I'm here.
And
You're alive.
Yep. And we have B.
Hello, everybody.
And we have new guests with us, Feenie.
Would you like to talk about critically acclaimed MMO Final Fantasy IV?
No, stop, no.
It's probably going to come
off the podcast.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm out of here.
I'm immediately ejected from the podcast.
No, you're good. Oh, Robin, do you have a question?
No? Oh, shit, sorry, I didn't realize my hand was still raised.
Fine. You're fine.
I just wanted to give high fives.
We're still new to this whole Zencaster thing.
Yes.
This
episode brought to you by... No. It's
we're
nice.
not sponsored.
We're
But
not
if you do want to sponsor a Zencaster, I mean, here's my...
I just love watching these little lines, though.
Okay, I will raise my hand slightly to ask one question.
Yes.
Since it's Feenie's first appearance, should Feenie talk about story, or do we skip that and bring back Feenie another time for that?
I think we might have to
Traditionally,
wait.
we've skipped it for specials.
Because B still hasn't told us her story yet either. But you guys,
That's true.
But that means you guys have to be on future episodes. With
This
us.
is a special episode,
Oh,
much like
no.
the one that B appeared.
Oh no!
That's right.
Well, that is because I'm going to have to figure out my schedule if I want to get on any future episodes.
You also have to, play Xenosaga, apparently. That's
Just
apparently
only
key.
come on with a special episode.
I
There
play
you go.
Xenosaga.
Well, play it
I'm
better.
the one who doesn't play Xenosaga.
Play it better?
Gotta play it better.
There's no competitiveness to this. Everyone's
No,
accepted.
all you gotta do is accept your Lord and Savior Xenosaga 2.
Okay.
But what about Xenosaga 3?
That one is also good.
That is a very good one. I'm just saying, if you can... anybody can accept that one. It takes actual work to accept 2.
What if I have the strategy guide for 2?
That's a good start.
That's a good start.
I hope everyone can hear the cat in the background.
I can hear it.
Yes,
Oh,
I did,
I
and it's so
absolutely can.
cute.
But anyway,
Yes, for the podcast.
this episode seems very chaotic right now, but we do have an agenda, I swear. So yeah, this is kind of just wrapping up 2021, and talking about what we liked, what we didn't. Mostly what we liked, and then also kind of go back to our our holiday special where we worked on this big gingerbread house debate, and it kind of, it didn't go too badly, but it did kind of end anticlimactically. So we'd like to kind of append this to our little debate. Because we totally made up for what was going on and kind of have an official list now instead of the kind of rushed mess that we had at the end.
Yeah, let's just say that this thing ended up being much longer than we thought, and yeah.
Yeah, it's a great character sorter, but maybe it was a bit too great for what we were trying to do.
And
It's too powerful.
we also get a bit too vocal about all our favorite characters, and we ended up stretching it way too long. Oopsies.
It's still a fun
It's
listen,
okay.
so please listen to it.
It is.
I mean, if you're bored, that might be really good because you get more podcasts to listen to. So
Exactly. And if you like it, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
This is
my
going to be
God.
like
That little bell.
this
Wait,
is like the
YouTube?
4th episode. Well, it is going to be on YouTube at some point.
Oh yeah.
Indeed, it is. So like, comment, and subscribe.
And then hit the
Oh
bell.
my god.
Hit the notification bell so you'll know when new episodes are up.
You know, that's just part of fulfilling the call to action thing that YouTube actually like really wants you to do. Like, so I get it.
Okay.
All right, so let's discuss our actual results for that. Who would make the best gingerbread house debate?
Yeah, guys, just forget the old result. This is gonna be the actual ones, okay?
Yeah, this is the official result. We're gonna go over the top 10 best gingerbread house makers, and then the top 10 worst ones. But we'll start with the best ones. So
Also, we'll have the whole list available, but we're not going to read it.
I will. If I'm not lazy, I will put this in the video version. But I
Don't
can
be
also.
lazy.
I won't be
One
lazy.
image.
I
Post it
know.
on Twitter too.
Yeah,
we
I'll
could
post.
post it on Twitter.
Oh yeah, we could post on Twitter. Yes.
Yeah.
And Instagram.
Yes, Twitter.
Oh, we're on Instagram?
We're on Instagram.
We're on Instagram.
Instagram?
This is the 21st century after all.
Yeah.
We're just not on Tumblr.
Yeah.
I can arrange for that to be fixed.
Well, don't worry about it. Everybody else left Tumblr too.
Tumblr is really set on making everybody leave it. Hashtag girls. Let's go.
Hashtag submission. Hashtag long post.
Just
Our-
xenothings.tumblr.com.
Okay.
What's an Instagram?
All right. So, do you want to get to the true results?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So, ranking at number 10. I'm kind of surprised by this, but it's Miang.
Well, Miang has
No.
had a long time to develop a series of talents.
I think we also discussed that Miang can basically take. Miang has like half the population to take over and do that with. So
Yeah.
maybe just random body she takes over is like really good at making gingerbread houses.
Yeah, I am
specifically.
sure that she definitely took over somebody who was like a pro at making gingerbread houses.
Exactly.
I'm not sure how comfortable I am with these implications.
Well, let me tell you about this game called Xenogears.
No.
Okay, then let's go on to the 9th place, which is a little bit nicer, is Elvis from Xenoblade.
I don't say no to that.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
biased
I don't
at
know.
all.
He just computed the best way to do it, okay?
Well,
Look,
he's
there are
not
definitely
doing it.
answers in here that are very much like, look, I just didn't want this person to win, so we all voted against them. Like, I feel that perhaps Kevin should rank higher than where he is, but we hate Kevin.
No.
Listen, who cares if Bose can make a
Kevin does
gingerbread
not
house?
exist, okay? He
Kevin
does
doesn't
not
deserve
exist.
anything.
Exactly.
That's right. hmm
Okay.
Okay, number 8 is Perdido, which is from Xenoblade 2, right?
Yes, Perdido.
Wasn't
terrible.
that the dude with 4 arms?
Yes,
I
he is the
always
forearm
forget.
dude.
Okay.
Yes, that makes sense. Yes.
He has more arms
four.
to decorate.
Mhm.
Well, he can hold the roof together while the seam
Exactly.
Also, a place
dries,
in
cures,
Florida.
whatever it is.
Also, he has
Cures?
the dexterity
You
to
don't know,
do
it's
4 different
icing, it
weapons,
cures.
so I think he can make a solid gingerbread
Curing
house.
is for meat.
Huh?
Well,
Like cures?
you cure, forget it. You cure the icing, the royal icing.
Oh, for that to set.
Clearly, I don't bake.
I'm just thinking of like in terms of like putting the house together with the extra arms. Like think about if you were putting like one of those house of cards together, and you had 4 arms. You could just like hold so many still while you're like placing the other
Yeah.
ones.
Have
Yeah,
you
he-
ever made a gingerbread house before?
Me? I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I know
Probably.
they stick
More
together
hands
with-
are better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So that's why Perdido's gonna do well at this.
Yeah. And then number 7 is Brigid from Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Which
He's
I
got a good
also
eye for
agree.
beauty.
I think Bridget would make like a gingerbread manor or something. Be like something really regal looking.
Oh yeah, I imagine, especially if it's for Morag, like it's gonna be something super fancy.
Mhm.
She'd
makes
also take her
a-
time with it.
Yeah.
She makes just like a replica of the the palace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
About
see
Moradane.
it. I would see it about happen.
Well, which kind of similarly, number 6 is Ichion from Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Well, Aegeon has a cooking skill, so
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's
Shit.
also pretty much the sort of butler-ish of
Mm-hmm.
Moradane, like palace thing. So like I see him there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Number 5 is Crossette. Sorry, I lost track of where I was at first.
it's okay.
Actually, before you get to number 5, since we're talking about like Moradanes, I guess like
Mm-hmm.
the Moradanians are just naturally good at making gingerbread houses because Morag was actually number 11.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. And now, as you say that, I'm looking for other Moradanians.
Yeah, I
makes
started
sense.
doing the same.
Oh, you're
Glad
talking
we're all
about like
on the
But
same.
but we do
page.
see
Hugo.
Morag bake in one scene.
Adam
so
is
Yeah.
sorry. Yugo is at 72.
wow.
Okay, so I guess Hugo is just not that good.
it just the baking skill just got better through the
Yeah.
generations.
He just had other
Yeah.
stuff going on.
Oh,
Yeah.
is Nile
Moradane
not
had
even an
a bacon
option?
revolution or
Was Nile
something.
not on the list?
I don't remember if Nile was on the list or not.
Wow.
I don't
Okay,
think he
so
was.
character
Well,
sorter. Please
This
add
is
Nile.
it's playable characters. We probably
No, I did it with everybody. I mean, we did it with everybody, not just me.
Yeah,
Oh.
but I was also thinking that this was only characters that had like legitimate like character art, right?
Yeah,
And
'cause
Nile technically
Nile?
does not have a concept art, does he?
Doesn't he? He
I
did
think
in my
it's just a 3D
brain.
model.
Huh.
Well, that's
What?
because you see Hugo, and Hugo looks the same.
Yeah, well, just put a mustache on Yugo and it's the same.
well didn't we
Hmm.
decide not to do
What's wrong with that statement?
Didn't we only do main characters and villains?
So when we first did this, we did that in the interest of time, and then when we did this again, time was not a factor,
Oh,
so we did everybody.
I see. Well, anyway,
As you recall, when we did this together, all of us.
Yes.
yes. Anyway, back to number 5, Crossette. We did vote for her quite a bit, I remember.
Yeah, Crossette, I think we voted a lot because she was good by default at cooking. So
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
surprised. I feel like she should have been under Bridget, actually.
Well, wasn't part of Crossette's quest in Xenoblade 2 was to like kind of learn from Pyra?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But that's still why I
was-
feel like she's not there yet, so that's why I feel like she should have been under Aegeon, at least.
Why? That's another quest I need to probably finish someday in Xenoblade 2.
Crossette was like a. She has. Hold on a second. I gotta actually check this. Does she have like roller skatey things?
Yeah, she's got like jet shoes.
Yeah. She had the jet roller skates. Yeah, because like all the pictures I was seeing was like, oh yeah, it doesn't show her feet. Okay, don't take that.
Show us the feet.
Anyway,
No.
but anyway, what I was getting at is like maybe she was a Sonic drive-in worker in another life. You know, like back in the day when they.
But yes, when she was previously awakened, she was
Exactly.
a Sonic
Yeah,
driver.
Sonic
Blade.
drive-in.
That sounds like the name of the next isekai.
I was awakened as a Sonic driver?
A Sonic, no, not a driver, a Sonic drive-in.
Drive-in? I was awakened as a Sonic drive-in?
Yeah.
Waiter?
That time I got reincarnated as a Sonic drive-in worker with roller skates back in the 80s or something. That was the
They're
Now we're
called car
talking.
hops.
Yes, that is what we call them.
Yes, corn dogs.
All
For the
right.
Canadians.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah. Okay, so number 4 is actually Pyra from Xenoblade 2.
To no one's surprise.
There's a lot of Xenoblade 2. It's like cooking was a thing that was in Xenoblade 2 and not super much in any of the other games.
yeah, but a lot of characters in Xenoblade 2 were cooking, so it makes
Yeah,
sense.
that's my point.
I don't
Yeah.
know, but remember when Xenogears opens up and it shows that canvas that Faye has like just put ketchup all over?
I
like,
do
smeared it
remember when
around
he
his-
was like, "Man, look at this good thing I made with all of these frostings."
Look at my art, and it's just like ketchup smeared across a canvas. Like, yep, that's art, Faye. You did it.
Well, I mean, in Xenogears, the character who does the cooking is Yui, and Yui was not on the list. But Citan also has a food problem.
That's true.
Citan has a food issue that caused him to be very low on the list.
Yeah. Him and Shulk, I don't think, have the senses of taste.
All right. So, top 3. Are we ready for the top 3?
I was born ready.
All right. Ranking at number 3 is Jen from Xenosaga or Xenoblade
No.
Chronicles 2. I'm sorry. I was
Xenosaga Jen.
intentionally thinking not to say it, but then I said it. Xenoblade 2 Jen.
From
Xenoblade 2
Xenosaga
Jen.
Chronicles.
I mean, he cooks well too, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has a cooking skill.
Yeah, he does.
Yep.
And he does canonically make a dessert. Well, depending on what answer you choose in a quest, he makes a dessert.
Yeah.
No,
Also, he were.
Xenosaga Jen.
Oh, is Xenosaga? No.
No,
Oh.
no.
I think he can make curry? Question mark.
We'll see.
Yeah, he
Question mark.
He can make curry?
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Jin actually wears like cooking knives on his face as well. So
Yes. For those curious, Xenosaga Jin is number 68.
So close.
Yeah.
So close.
He was almost there.
He was really close to 69, though.
69 is Gwyn.
No.
Oh dang.
Could have been.
Nice.
No.
All right, let's move on to number 2.
Number 2 is Lynn from Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Who cooks for
Yeah.
everybody?
Who
So
only knows how to
Constantly
cook with
cooking.
Nupon, apparently.
Do we ever actually see her do that, except for the one time at the end where she clearly has convinced Tatsu that this is a weird bath ritual that people definitely do, where they sit in a hot bath with potatoes?
She was so
I
dedicated to
remember
eating them.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, people give. I mean, I think I've said this before, but people give Tatsu a lot of crap that's actually Lynn's doing. So you know, I get if you don't like her, but she does have redeeming qualities. She can cook.
She can cook.
Yeah.
Even Nagi
And she can
Vandam
probably
said
fix
so.
your car.
She can cook, she can fix your car, she is the perfect everything. She's perfect.
The perfect daughter. There you go.
Perfect daughter.
Perfect daughter. All right. Coming at number 1
Drum
is
roll,
Gorg.
Oh wait,
my
do
bad.
we want a drum roll? I can
There
do
was
that.
And it's too late, we already did
You're just
drum
like,
roll.
yep,
Said-
number 1 is Gorg.
I
Dang
am
it.
caught up. Yeah, I'm
Yep.
sorry.
It's still Gorg.
It's too late for any kind of drum roll. We know what it is.
Look, we knew what it was before we did any of this. We knew it was
Yeah, but
Gorg.
not our listeners. They don't know that.
Well,
Our
in
listeners knew it was Gorg.
in the YouTube video, they'll
Way to keep it together, everybody. Let's go.
I'm
I
sorry.
love how much of a disaster we
it's
are.
okay. It's
fantastic.
okay.
That was a joke, Jin. That was not actually in.
Okay. You know, it's Gorg from Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yes.
He makes
It had to be
literal
Gorg.
bakery or thing.
Yes,
like
he
that, yeah.
literally
Yeah.
opens a bakery, so he
It's a CA.
should
Yes.
make the perfect gingerbread house.
I literally can't get over the idea of Mie making a gingerbread house and then possibly posting it to her Instagram while plotting against humanity at the same time.
She has a cutting board in the background that says "Live, Laugh, Love" on it.
Yeah!
She has
Yeah.
a complicated and fulfilling life.
I feel like she would jump around until she got into the right body that had the right kitchen.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this person's got the skill, but their kitchen sucks. Try again.
You know what I did? Out of curiosity, I went to look for Wildham because it's the same category of like plotting against the world, and I was just like, "Oh, is that 67 right above Jin?" Okay.
We just think that, like, look, he looks like the person who, if push came to shove, could make a competent gingerbread house. He just has better things to do.
Yeah, true.
Okay, we ready to talk about the top 10 worst
So the
gingerbread
bottom,
makers?
Bottom 10.
I'm looking over them really fast, and I just want to point out that Ramses did his best.
Ramses did pretty well.
Yeah, exactly. Which is actually a lot better than you probably think because he's always going to lose to Faye, who is actually ahead of him.
He
There
probably got some tips from Miang though.
Yeah, that's true.
I will
Ramses
say
is at 115, and Faye is at 13.
it's worth noting that for the bottom 10, there are a couple ties.
There's one tie at the. Oh no, okay, that's another
Uriel
tie.
should be lower.
Yep, there's a
Okay,
couple
so-
in there.
But it's starting at 150, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
'cause we're-
actually,
no, because there's
two
a few
before.
ties. Yeah.
no? Okay.
I would say start two before because there's
so at
the male
149?
and female cross.
I'm not counting
heroes.
them. We're not even reading them.
If we want to
Okay,
get really
sounds good.
technical about it, Yuriev can be that good because
Okay,
he is a body
yeah.
snatcher as well. So
Oh god.
No, he should be
Oh yeah,
lower.
I
'cause
see the
hate him.
doubles now. I see the doubles. I see what you mean.
I just realized that while there are doubles, we're also missing some numbers.
Well,
Yeah,
that's because
Yeah.
there's some ties.
yeah,
That's how that works.
It feels like it shouldn't be a tie if we're Anyway, whatever. What number are we starting at? Let's just agree.
All right.
Oh,
Since
God.
we're gonna skip crosses, I think that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think 151.
151.
Okay, so 151 is where we're starting?
there's
Okay.
doubles
Yeah.
on one.
Which is a
There's
tie?
there's a few doubles, so that's
Wait,
why.
no, because we're skipping 161, so we should be starting at 150.
Oh
we're ending
yeah,
it at
okay.
160.
Never mind. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, let's start at 115 then.
Okay, we're starting
No,
at
because
150.
it's
Okay.
okay. We can do 150. That ends up being 11, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, because of ties, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not concerned about that.
Okay, so Voyager.
Oof.
Yep, I don't think Voyager can bake.
Yeah. I just something about it. I think.
Yeah, I think it's to concern sending people to the Shadow Realm.
I think, however, if this was a test to see who could like make an NFT of a gingerbread, then he could win.
Yeah. Voyager, you use too much cooking oil. Oh, by the way, it doesn't even require cooking oil.
Voyager has put gingerbread on the blockchain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wow, which is
So-
like the UMN. That
All
makes so much
right.
sense.
So, worst in Voyager, we've got Sergius,
And who's in a tie with?
who's in a tie with Mumcar.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Honestly, I feel like
Gingerbread
gun
house
to his
up.
head, Sergius could do better than Mumcar, but I feel like the frustration of getting Sergius to make a gingerbread house just causes him to suck.
I
For some
can just
reason, I feel like
imagine
Sergius would
Mumcar
rather
using
die.
his knives to like spread the icing, which is like a thing. But
I would also imagine him laughing the whole time and having the blast of his life,
I
but it could
wouldn't-
also make so that because he uses his knives or his clothings, like it's gonna be the worst result ever.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to eat that because that doesn't sound sanitary.
Yeah, and
I
he
also
kills
feel like he
someone.
would not do anything and then get annoyed and try to take the credit for somebody else's gingerbread house and then talk about how good he was at gingerbread house.
True, that could also be an outcome. Yes.
I'm not sure if Mumcar would be able to hold it together through the whole thing without like cutting his creation to pieces.
I think he could. I just think he would get frustrated and be like, I'm gonna just not do this and then say I made this other one that somebody else made.
Fair. Makes sense.
All right. So,
All right. So next up, we've got another tie between Malos and Id.
Okay. Malos, Id,
Objection.
those are not houses, those are gingerbread craters, okay?
Yeah,
Mallows could try.
he could try, but he's so programmed to destroy. Like,
doesn't-
both of them are just, they're gonna destroy
It
it.
doesn't seem jolly enough to
I
make
kind of sense
gingerbread
bias
house.
here, yeah. No?
Malos is plenty jolly.
He
Jolly about
will have a
destruction.
blast destroying that gingerbread house.
Oh yeah, the destroying but creating.
God, my waves are super
You're not
large. I
wrong.
should be quieter.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're good.
Oh.
Yep.
All right. So moving on, we have Kane.
Have we ever seen Kane move?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. How can we trust a guy that
No.
doesn't move from his chair to put
Kane
there?
has never moved.
I mean,
He cannot make a house.
can he at least move his hands? Because if someone brought him the stuff. Maybe.
I don't think we
don't-
ever saw him move even his hands.
Okay, then never mind.
I mean, he can move paintings in a circle. That's all we know he can do.
That said, that might be true, but there's quite a few people who are actually ranked lower than him.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, maybe like thousands of years ago, maybe he could.
Maybe, but we're not dealing with Kane at his best. We're dealing with Kane who couldn't even put his hands up to say, "Please don't stab me in the face."
Why do you think they call them candy canes?
Gosh.
Wow, the restaurant chain Raising Cane's is actually named after Solaris.
Hey, Raising Cane's is actually really good.
I know it is.
never
I
heard
just
of
wanted
that.
to make a stupid joke about it.
Yeah. Never.
Okay. So, I guess these next few are worse than Kane. Somehow Kane can make a better gingerbread house than the next few people. So we have Amalthus.
Yes.
I
don't think he
Amalthus
would
wouldn't
even
show up to the
try.
competition.
Yeah.
He can.
Nope.
I get the feeling he'd like try to claim someone else's gingerbread house as his.
Yeah.
I feel like they'd be like they're up against each other, and they're like, then we have our next contestant, Amalthus. Where did he go? He's
Or
just
he
not
could
there.
use an
He's dead
army
now.
to steal someone else's.
There's just a lot of gingerbread laying there and nothing done.
I mean, there are some of these where I'm like, is that really worse? Because, again, Sergius also is not showing up to the competition.
That's true. Yeah, it's really hard to determine. It's a good thing we have computers to do it.
Yes,
for
thank
us.
you, computer.
Yes.
I would have never known that Amalthus would be worse at a gingerbread house than Sergius, if not for you.
Yes.
Technology allows us to find answers to the most important of questions.
That's very true.
All right. Moving on, we've got Gort.
I'm pretty sure he's here because we hate him.
Yeah.
He would be here, but he would destroy it before even starting. You would get mad at something. Probably.
Yeah.
Cut off both his arms.
And yet he's still not at the bottom. There's still people worse than him.
Yeah.
I think Gort would be worse than Mumcar, to be fair.
Well,
I think
he
so,
is.
He is, but he's not the worst.
He'd be. Yeah.
Underneath Gort, we've got Choo Choo.
Choo Choo would eat the gingerbread house, thus disqualifying her.
And the same
Yeah.
with Boreas.
No,
who is
Boreas
Boreas,
tied.
however,
the
is ranked lower.
ingredients
Mm-hmm.
and
Nope.
the tools.
Boreas is
tied.
Oh no, they're tied. They're tied. Never
Boreas is
mind.
in
Because I was
fact
saying
tied.
that Boreas was obviously lower because he would eat it faster.
Fair.
And all at once, and then eat all the ingredients. And
All right.
tools.
And now I think it's time to
Oh, now we can do a drum roll.
announce who is the worst person at making gingerbread houses in Xeno. They are none other than Mithra.
Woo!
Good job, Petra. You
You
suck.
did it. You're worse than a
Yay.
person eating all of the
'Cause
ingredients.
she would-
You know you're bad when you actually try and you still fail that hard.
She'd give everyone food poisoning. They'd all be sent to the hospital.
Oh man, we're gonna get so many angry emails from all the Mithra fans on Twitter.
I mean, I hope that the Mithra fans are aware that Mithra's not a good cook.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
You'd be surprised.
if you like Mithra that much, you should just cook for Mithra instead. That's
Yeah.
Cook
If
for
you
your
can't
wife,
cook for
then.
Mithra, do you deserve Mithra?
exactly.
But yep, Mithra is worse than people just eating all of the ingredients, worse than people not showing up to the competition, and worse than if they destroyed the whole cake. That's
Mithra
not a
would
fake
mix
tried
up
and
sugar
true.
and
does
salt.
Yeah. Literally, people that can't even make a gingerbread house. She's just worse.
Well, that's the thing. Like everything that people would eat from hers would all go to the hospital, and then the competition would be canceled. That's why it's worst.
I guess what I will say though is that there are people who can eat Mithra's food, and perhaps she should have been higher since we do know that Yugo and the other Moradanians can eat Mithra's food and just find it, like, it's okay, it's fine.
But she would try really, really hard.
Yeah. I
She
mean,
would.
I just got to say that that if you can't even see the food because of pixelation, then it's got to be bad.
Mm-hmm.
In the art book, it's unpixelated.
Oh no.
That's true. It is.
Yep.
Uncensored food.
You can see it all in its raw glory.
I wish Xenosaga had uncensored food of Margulis to see what it truly looks like.
It was
It wasn't.
uncensored. It was
Yeah, it
just
wasn't
bad
censored to begin with.
graphics.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
it.
sure.
It was blocky.
It was just
That's
bad
not the
food.
reason that one was pixelated, but sure.
It was just
All
bad.
right.
Just bad.
I don't think there's anything else particularly funny on the list.
I mean, there's one more, but it's only because it's a devoid husk. And it's-
Okay, yeah, we're not counting them because
Yeah.
they're a devoid husk.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's cross, by the way.
Yes.
For anybody who really wanted to know that about it. It's cross.
That just everyone, your cross sucks at gingerbread houses.
I mean,
No, no.
my cross would do a good one. I'm just saying.
Mine
Yeah, but
would
that's
as
the
well.
thing. Because it was not a fair question, I just
Yeah.
kept voting actual characters. We just kept voting actual. Like, I don't know why I keep forgetting to say we when this was a group effort for this
Right.
for this one.
Right.
That's what I
Okay.
did
Right.
anyway.
Well, that
So those
was-
are the actual results.
Okay. So, yeah, 2021 was a pretty eventful year. Bad and good. But there was a lot of good. So I don't know if we want to do this individually or what, but if there's anything you want to say good about this year, whether it's your favorite episodes from the podcast or anything besides the podcast, we can do that now. So would anyone be interested in starting or oh, I see a hand. Feenie, would you like to start?
I mean, I know it's probably going to be a joke about how much I like Final Fantasy XIV, but Endwalker came out, and I've honestly been having fun with it.
Hmm.
I got the whole last week of the year off because I worked hard.
You deserve it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
And I don't know, I didn't get a whole lot of writing done this year, but I did finish a Pokemon creepypasta in time for Halloween, so I'm proud of that.
Well, good. And if you want, I can put a link to that in the show notes if you're interested.
Sure, let me grab a link then and throw it on the Discord.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean,
Whenever.
yeah, whenever. Because I'll probably, yeah. I mean, this is totally recording on January 31st, or December 31st. I can't talk. Never mind. Hey, V, I see your hand is up. Would you like to go next?
Sure, why not? Well, I'm happy that I found you guys. Actually, thanks,
Aw.
HK, for linking me to you guys, because honestly, when I talk about Xeno game, Xenoblade, because that's all I know, to anyone, I'm like, it's the game I don't shut up about. And they're like, what is that game? I'm like, you guys suck. So I found somebody who actually understands what I'm talking about. So you guys all rock. Yay, thumbs up.
Aw.
Yay.
You found your people.
I'm happy
I
I could
found
guide
my-
you. I'm happy I could guide you through your people, toward your people.
Yes, and then cosplay will be next. So
Yeah.
yeah, I plan on doing a Morag at some point in life.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's awesome. And also,
Yeah.
speaking of your episode with the quiz show episode was really, really fun. I'm glad that
That
you
was
chose for
super
that.
fun. That was fun.
I had a lot of fun cheering you all on in the quiz show episode.
Yeah, that's actually probably one of my favorite episodes in general for the podcast.
Yeah, that was a lot
And
of
we've
fun.
had some really good ones this year, like that. The Mecha episode's another favorite.
Yeah, we did release a lot of good stuff, but yeah, I did have a lot of fun the quiz one too. Even though like my brain was constantly failing me at remembering names of things.
Oh, that's part of the fun, and it was also like just a really well structured quiz in general.
is.
It was
Which-
super good.
Robin,
And
thank
I
you.
beat you all. Ah,
Oh,
Yeah, that was crazy.
yes.
I was just the test monkey for the quiz. I had a lot of fun.
yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
The guinea
Yes.
pig, I guess, is the
I'm
better.
glad
way
you
to
all
go.
had fun with that.
Yes,
But
thank
I
you
like
for putting
Test
that
Monkey.
together,
Mhm.
Robin.
Thank you all for your help.
Thank you. So anybody who wants to go next?
I guess since I just spoke, I could go.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I would say around my area, like things weren't locked down for a while still this year. So I would say it's more like the past 2-ish months that were more like cool. Like
Mhm.
I could finally go to a smaller convention in my city at the beginning of this month. In the month of November, I saw a lot of my friends, which was cool. Although in the year, even though like there was not a whole lot of activity in my city often, I did meet a lot of new folks that were really sweet and stuff through the Genshin community.
Mhm.
Mostly because I also help out another streamer and stuff, and like I've met a lot of cool people there. Uh, so I guess I'm really thankful for that and like being a little more into the Twitch stuff a little
Mhm.
bit. And I would love talking about Twitch. I would love to eventually stream again a bit more. Just I'm waiting on better equipment. And talking about this, I just splurged on like two of the big pieces for the new PC. So
Mhm.
hopefully within a few months I'll be able to stream again with like the full year. But yeah, and it's, overall it was a pretty good year still, even through the difficulties and stuff. Had a lot of fun, and a lot of games came out too. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, who wants to go next?
I suppose I can.
Okay.
I guess I will say I think that man, I agree with you guys on a lot of the best episodes of the year, but I think we're leaving a very crucial one out, and that is the Dixon episode. I really, really enjoyed. Although maybe I'm biased because I enjoy any time Bot talks about Dixon, but
Oh god.
I had a lot of fun with that episode, and I was super glad to be on that one. Um, I also really enjoyed the quiz show, but I was actually, I was listening to it while it was recorded, but I was just cheering them on. So, like I said, I had a lot of fun with that. As far as like just other things in the year go, I really enjoyed just things like improving like different things as far as my hobbies go. I
Mhm.
do a little bit of very bad, but I try drumming on the side whenever I can, and I feel like I improved in some ways at that. And I also I feel like I have improved a bit on my digital art. I know I'm still not
Definitely.
Mhm.
I know I'm still not great, but I made a lot of progress this year, and I was really happy to get to do art for both XenoChat and Retro Roulette and a few others. And it took me some time on some of them. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of get sidetracked very easily, and I don't take on a lot of like commissions or anything like that. But I will for stuff like this, and I'm really glad to get to do it. So
Yeah.
that was
You,
always really nice to get to have the opportunity to actually do things like that.
Mhm.
And I had
you
a lot of
designed
fun
a
with
really
it.
nice shirt, which
Yeah,
we can link in the episode description.
yeah. Which I guess makes well for sure makes a lot more sense if you know the Retro Roulette guys. And I know they're not like super popular or anything like that, but they do good stuff. They stream good games. They make good content.
And
Same
Mhm.
they're
for
just good people.
yeah, they're just
And
fun people.
just to say, our boy Justin is among them. So
Yep.
I wasn't sure if I should say something or not.
Not that
Yeah,
I'm
I was gonna
biased
say
or
it's like
anything.
it's
I mean,
that.
I'm totally gonna plug you into this. Come on.
I wanted to mention it because it was something that I felt accomplished in doing this year, and I
Hmm.
was really happy with. And games, yeah, games have been crazy. As far as like my favorite ones this year, if I want to mention just like faves of the year in general, I gotta say SMT5 has recently taken over my life, and I love it. And I've still not finished it yet, but I am enjoying it every step of the way. And I have no doubts that at this point, as far as I am in the game, no matter how it ends, because I'm not incredibly SMT is not about the story, people. Like it's more about the gameplay and the RPG
Ooh,
customization and
careful
just
where you
that.
say that one.
I feel like it's that way. Anyway, it's that way. Okay, maybe it's not to everyone else, but it is for me. For me, it's like I love RPGs with a lot of customization options, and SMT5 offers a lot in that way. It also offers really good exploration, and that's another big thing for me. So if you're there for the story, I'm very sorry if you're not satisfied with it, but I really enjoy it a lot, and that's one of my top games of the year, along with Guilty Gear Strive. But I'm not good at fighting games either. Don't think that, but I really enjoyed that game for what it is. Um, I also just want to say, if you like fighting games at all, please check out Melty Blood. People need to play that game. It's really good. It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I think that's all I got.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
Raise your hand. Don't be
Let's
shy.
see, who's left?
I will force somebody.
I have stuff to, I guess, say.
Go,
Yay,
go, David, go.
ahead.
So like I've been kind of busy. I won't like get like super into it, but I've been like kind of doing stuff. And yeah, it's been really cool. I've been kind of like reconnecting with a bunch of people and yeah.
So
When did this year start? When did this year actually start?
About a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
The way
all
you're
like
talking, David, it's like David is actually a spy, people. So
Yeah.
To be honest, like, I don't understand you there, David, because, like, considering, like, the pandemic was still very strong for a lot of areas, like, around the beginning of the year, it's kind of, like, a blur of, like, where did the year actually start? Like, I get that feeling.
I'm trying to remember if I, like, actually got COVID this year or if it was last year.
This year.
Because, like, I actually did have COVID once like, and it was, like, not good, but, like, I got to play, like, I played, like, so many Falcom games in, like, the last year. I played, like, all the East games and, like, all the Trails games, so...
Everyone should play those games. Falcon's
That's been
amazing.
really fun. I did, we did the mecha episode and it was really awesome. And yeah, I don't know what else.
This was a great year for Falcoming.
Yes. And there is more to come as well. Like,
But yeah,
Yeah.
this year we got the announcement of the other games that are finally being
Yes.
localized.
just waiting on them to drop the pre-order link to jump on them.
Robin, would you like to go next?
Shit.
Oh, sorry.
No, I've been sitting here like going, what the fuck did I do this year? What the fuck is worth talking about?
Yeah, that's exactly where I was at. Like, when did it start? Like, what did
It's
I
more
do?
like, when's the last notable event of my life? And I'm just drawing a blank.
I mean, you did meet some cool people from XenoChat / Retro Roulette this year.
Yes, I did meet some cool people in Retro Roulette, and that's nice. I learned that I'm apparently why Anthony wanted to get into Xenoblade at all, because he's like, why the fuck won't this guy shut up about Dixon? Who is that guy?
Aw.
And now I've apparently just infected him with never shutting up about Dixon. So
Good.
my Dixon collection did grow. I got my Amigurumi Dixon. I got my keychain Dixon. So
The keychain is very nice.
I
love
really
it. It's
love
so cute.
I really love how you take pictures in all of your adventure. You take pictures
Yes.
of Dixon being there, like the cute Dixon chibi
Yeah.
plush.
I feel bad that I don't take the needle felted one, but it's much more delicate, so I don't want to move it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To stay
That's
intact.
fair.
Yeah.
Uh,
I finally played El Shaddai, a game that I have been talking about for more years than I've played it, because this is the only year I've played it.
yeah, I actually got to play that this year too with bot commentary, and it was amazing.
Yeah. And I don't know. All of the games I played did not come out this year, unless you want to count the fact that this is the year that El Shaddai had the Steam release. In which case, hey, that counts. I played that.
Yeah.
I do want a version of like an update to the El Shaddai PC release with bot commentary on it because it was incredibly great and insightful.
Yeah, I'll probably do a stream of that for its anniversary on being on Steam.
Nice.
Because the one you did was pretty recent, so I don't want to do another one. There are some streaming plans that I have, but other than that, I think I want to stream Silent Hill 4 for Mother's Day because it's a Mother's Day game.
I love that idea. I love that
I
idea.
love it too.
It's a Mother's Day game. It's a game all about loving your mother.
I get the
And
feeling.
before that, I want to stream I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, but I don't know like a good time to do that. Like, there's no easy holiday tie-in. I don't know.
I almost wish we had named the Dixon episode I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, parentheses, about Dixon.
That does sound like the fate I would have if I was stuck in the AM computer.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, I don't know. I'm out of things to say.
Oh wait.
Justin, would you like to?
Yeah, I can talk about the year for a bit. It's been a hell of a year for games. I started to do something that I want to do a little experiment. I wanted to see like what kind of games I played throughout a year. So I started tracking what games I complete. And I did not intend on doing this, but like as of right now, we're recording this. I am at about 97 games completed, which is wild. I definitely did not expect to finish that many games this year. But yeah. And I'm about to finish number 98 very soon. So
if you want another short game, El Shaddai takes only 7 hours.
Mm-hmm.
This is true. Yeah, this has been a crazy year in terms of just me playing a lot of games, even though I feel like I haven't played a lot of the new releases this year. I got a couple in, like Metroid Dread was incredible. SNC5 was really good. Fuga is also a great game as well. And Annalyn, if you follow me on Twitter, I talk about a lot of those games quite a bit. And on Retro Roulette, we did a lot of like marathons. You know, I did the Mario marathon earlier on the year, and I remember that was a lot of fun. People really liked that.
Oh, true.
And the Valentine's Day stream, which might be one of my favorite streams ever. I had a ton of fun that night.
KFC.
Oh, we had the KFC game. We had the Creepy Casino. We also had the Zeldathon, which was really good.
I completely forgot Zelda.
Yeah,
but I did.
Zeldathon.
Me and Nick also took part in that.
Yeah, I meant to mention that and I totally forgot, but I had a lot of fun replaying Link Between Worlds again for the first time in years.
I love that game so much.
That was a big one.
Yeah, and I was in the Creepy-a-thon.
The book came out this year too.
Oh,
The JRPG book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Tyler and I got our names and our writing in a physical book. Isn't that exciting?
It's awesome.
That's gonna look so good on your resume.
I know, right? I'm gonna get hired by everybody.
I wish.
Hire me, Nintendo. I'm in a book.
Yeah. Yeah, so that happened. My own personal life, a lot has gone down this year. I've experienced all sorts of emotions, both positive ones and also negative ones. But I was able to get vaccinated. I was able to see my friends a lot. I spent quite a bit of time visiting Robin this year, which was great. And also spent more time with seeing Anthony and Sam and those folks and Brian. So that was really cool. I was glad that I got to see some people again. And hopefully next year I can get a little bit more of that. And hoping that the overall situation can improve a bit so that, we can do some more IRL stuff. I know on Retro Roulette, they're trying to get the main show back on the road again. So they're slowly trying to record Fire Emblem episodes and get back to those.
Oh, we guessed in one of those.
Yes, we did. We absolutely did guess in at least one episode of those.
Yeah.
So, look forward to that. I did write a few reviews this year. And what else happened with me? I think those are like the highlights, really. So yeah, what about you, Tyler?
Okay. the reason I went last is because, along with being polite, I also didn't know what to say, so you guys kind of refreshed me along the way. So yeah, I mean, in terms of podcast wise, definitely what everyone else has said. The mecha episode was my favorite. And I shout out to Bao. He was a really great guest. Um, and yeah, the quiz show episode was really fun too. And then kind of like editing wise, like I really liked editing the chaos episode a lot. It just I just went all ham on that, but that's because currently on a unofficial vacation right now from work. So I had plenty of time to do stuff. But in terms of everything in general, oh, um, let's see. There's but bunch of different like I've had a bunch of different project ideas that I really wanted to work on. One of which I don't remember if it was this year that I worked on the Xeno dating sim or if it was last year. I can't remember. I did
I
it for.
think it was. It might have been this year. Yes,
I
I'm
did
not
it for.
sure.
I did it for Valentine's Day. I remember. It was just a goofy game that I just asked people who they'd want to see in a dating sim, and I was like, okay, and then I made it in like a weekend. That was really fun. But also, let's see. There was something else I was going to think of, but I can't remember.
Didn't you go into a collab into another podcast or something at some point, or am I mistaken?
Was that
on
a year ago?
I don't know.
I don't
What is
know.
time?
Oh, I did.
What?
I've been on an RPG Fans podcast a few times. I think we did play Bot and Kaitos. I think it might have been this year.
I think it was this year.
Yeah,
I
it was
think.
really fun going back to that. Though, spoiler alert, I didn't beat the final boss because the final boss is a jerk.
Terrible.
I know. But otherwise, mostly this year I've just been like really getting into like freelance writing and other projects that I really wish I could work on more, but I lack time. But
It's okay. That happens.
Yeah. Yeah, there was the JRPG book. In terms of games, Tales of Arise was pretty awesome.
I
But-
bought that one recently. Not quite. Did not start it yet.
Oh, it is so good.
I
No,
keep forgetting
we're
it came out
out.
this year.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, go on.
So I do want to. I actually meant to mention this in mine too, but Scarlet Nexus as well.
Yes.
That,
Yes,
Oh,
I
true.
am just starting that. I am. Oh, I love that game.
Me
so very
too.
much.
Yeah, I
So
played
much.
it.
I played a little bit last night, and I was getting hooked because it was like,
Mhm.
what's going on here?
I think I'm near the end of one of the characters. I'm like, no, please, no.
Aw.
It's definitely very good. Like it does something very different from what I'm used to with like an action RPG, and it feels
Yeah.
It's like one of those action RPGs that feels much more RPG than it does action, even though it's completely like real time action stuff.
And
Like,
it's very story based, like heavy on the story base.
you just
If
have
you
like
skip
so
all
many
that,
options.
don't skip it.
I gotta play that game still. I never
Yeah.
bought it.
Don't sleep on Scarlet Nexus. It is a great game.
Yes.
It's a little. If you're going expecting a very tight action game, I will say the controls are tight, but they're different. Like, it's going to feel different from what you're probably used to in some
Yeah.
ways.
Yeah, it is.
But there's a lot of the focus feels more like on the amount of sheer like options you have in battle. Like, oh, I can do this. Oh, I can do this. Like, I've got all these buffs. I've got all these debuffs. While I'm fighting, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got a
It's
lot of
very good.
mechanics, but it's smooth. Oh,
Yeah, it's a lot of mechanics, but not overwhelming. I'll say
Yeah.
it that way.
Okay, the last thing I I just remembered is like Evangelion 1.0 plus 3.0 came out this year, or 3.0 plus 1.0. And yeah, I've been waiting for like almost a decade for that. And that finally
Nice.
happened, and I loved it.
Yeah, I
and
remember you were so excited.
Yes, it was like I forgot almost that was this year because I think it was in
So
like
many things happen.
It's just
Right?
so
Yeah,
many
it's a very
things happen.
a lot of year.
like May and
And,
June just feels like another year entirely.
I think it's because like the pandemic made us like forget what time is, and it's just like everything is a blur.
Every
and
day
then-
is Wednesday.
yeah, pretty much. Oh, I
Oh
guess.
man, you had that. I also had Gintama, the final.
Oh,
last
yeah,
Oh
you
yeah,
did.
oh yeah, you
month.
did see
That was
that.
wild. It
Two-
like I'm still processing it because it's just like my favorite series finally ended. So it just feels
Same.
like the end of a chapter of my life.
Same. It was, two big endings this year.
That brings up another thing that I just thought of that I technically came out last year, but I finished early this year,
Mhm.
and that's why I was like not really considering it for this. But this year, like in January this year, so at the start of this year, I finished 13 Sentinels, and that is a game that will forever live on rent free in my memory, and is absolutely one of my top 10 games. And I feel like if anyone has any interest in it whatsoever, check it out. So there's my thing to plug that.
It's going to Switch.
It's going to Switch.
Yes, and I can finally play it.
Yes, folks.
Yes.
So you know, if you have a friend whose birthday is early on in the year next year, that's a good gift for them.
Or
Just
a
saying.
good gift for yourself.
Or a gift for yourself.
Mhm. Exactly.
Yeah, I get all the copies to give my
Yes.
money to the
I like-
company as a thank you.
My
Buy
favorite
it.
thing about that is that Justin was just giving it out.
Yeah, I was straight up buying extra copies to give to people.
I bought a copy to gift to somebody, and the website I bought it on had an old address of a place that I don't live at saved, and it ended up going there, and I tried to get them to like get it back and return it, and apparently it was like the people that got it who lived at that place now refused to return it, so they could do nothing about it. And I was like, you know what? I'm okay with that as long as they enjoy it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, buy that game, people. Buy it when it comes out on Switch. Or
Like,
get it
whenever I
on
try to get
PS4 because it's like cheap now.
Oh, it's
Yeah, it's cheap.
Okay. Well, let's see. I guess we could talk about what we'd want to possibly do for next year, like, or at least podcast wise. Oh, go on.
Sorry.
No,
I was just going to say that I definitely need to be in more episodes. If my
Yes.
schedule
Agreed.
will allow it.
We'll work with you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
As a whole, what?
No, go on.
Okay, I'm sorry. As a whole, I generally hope next year is much better because
Mhm.
I did want to mention it while I was talking about what happened this year for me, but it's been rough. I don't want to go into detail on the podcast because too much info,
Yeah, you don't
I
have to.
guess.
Yeah.
If
No
you
one's
know,
going to judge you
know.
for not going into details about your life.
Like, if you know, you know, but I hope next year is going to be better. Like, maybe, I guess, lighter note, hope Xenoblade export, maybe just new Xeno game.
Xenoblade support would be
Can dream.
amazing, but
Or any type of like even just like news of a new game would be cool, but
or
yeah,
just
hopefully
like a
next-
side game that has nothing to do with like Xenokart racing.
that'd
oh
be
my
great.
god.
Yeah, but
I'll
hopefully
make
next
this made
year
by the Garfield card people.
Or maybe a Xeno Warrior game, like those Dynasty Warrior type
Oh, I
things.
love that
That'd be
so
so
much.
fun.
That would be funny. That would be really cool.
I would love that.
I think I've already said my piece on Xenoblade X, but yeah.
I'd like to partake in some podcasts, but again, my knowledge is very limited.
No, it's okay. We definitely need more Xenoblade episodes.
Yeah.
Especially
So
Xenoblade 2.
Yeah,
I
whenever
love
there's
two so
Xenoblade
much.
2, whenever there's Xenoblade 2 stuff, no worries, we'll ping you.
yes.
I mean,
Excellent.
did you see the logo for season 4 of XenoChat? It's Xenoblade 2. Let's go.
Let's do
It's
Yeah.
it.
the year of Xenoblade 2 for
The-
XenoChat.
the year of
Basically.
Xenoblade 2. We can do it.
I mean, next year is the 5th year anniversary of Xenoblade 2.
What?
Yeah,
God.
the Switch is
Oh
turning
my God.
5 in like a couple months.
Oh
Did
my
I ever
God.
tell you why I have 2 Switches? It was for that game specifically. I didn't want to nuke my data on my first Switch, so I had to buy another Switch because, naturally you have to do that if you want to play the game again without nuking your data.
Couldn't you have just made a new profile?
You tell me this now.
I didn't know you this beforehand.
That what you just said made me think of like the meme with Morpheus from Matrix being like, "What if I told you?" Except for he finishes the sentence with that I bought
Yeah.
2 Switches for Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
It's still
I
dedication.
did buy 2 Switches for Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
That's pretty good dedication. Yeah.
I mean, props.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so if I want to play it a third time, I'll make
You
another.
get another Switch.
Well, yeah, if they make another one a pretty color, yeah, maybe.
OLED. Yeah.
I do
Uh,
wish you could have more than one save file in Xenoblade 2.
Same. I find
Yeah.
it so hard that even with Xenoblade X and Xenoblade 2 that they just make that. Like, because I personally love to replay Xeno games sometimes, but I don't exactly like the idea of doing like a billion profiles to do multiple games.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then they make you buy another Switch.
Or you could just make a new profile.
But it's the same with Zelda. Even Zelda has that
Zelda's-
issue. Like,
Yeah.
it used to have 3 saves, but now we only have 1 unless you switch profile, which I find dumb, to be honest.
Wait. You can make multiple saves in like Breath of the Wild that are like different, different actual save files. You just have to like be careful about where you do.
I don't
because-
think you can start a new game without Yuki.
Really.
No.
It's
Okay.
been a while. I don't.
My
quite
friends,
remember.
whenever they borrowed my console, they had to make a second profile, or it would do a warning about nuking the original game.
Oh, I figured it would warn about nuking the auto saves, but that was it. I wasn't
No,
sure.
no, you have to do another profile.
Okay. Corrected.
Darn you, Nintendo! Why you
On
do
a
this?
podcast.
Yeah, in 2022, I'd kind of like us to try, I don't know, different types of episodes or more fun kind of episodes, kind of like the
Yeah.
quiz show episode.
Name
That would
that
be
tune.
Yes, that would be a great
I
episode.
only thought about that after I'd already made the quiz, and I was like, "Whoops, too late now."
Now we can make a
It's
whole
all-
episode about it.
Yeah, we could. We can get some crazy ideas rolling. I mean, we've been through so many ideas for this podcast about this singular subject of, and we still have so many more that we could technically do, but there's
Mhm.
not any guarantee that we're not going to go back into territory we've already treaded in some way, shape, or form, because there are limits. There are limits to what we cover.
So far, we've been doing well about doing a lot of different content. We do come back on some things we gloss over before sometimes, just because it's part of a new episode. But like, I think we're pretty good about keeping it like different still.
I think so
And
too.
yeah, there are other things that I think we had planned, but we will not speak now. But I do hope that these eventually come to fruition
Mhm.
because I think they'll be fun. I think our listeners will like them. But yeah, no promises for now. Keeping that
Yeah.
in the slow cooker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We are nowhere close to running out of ideas at very
Oh
least.
no, yeah, we have a
Absolutely not.
big doc with a bunch of different ideas.
Yeah, there's a few that like we wanted to do a a long time ago that we never did, like the Xeno Cafe one.
Oh
Yeah.
god, we'll never be
Yeah.
able to do that at this rate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we want to do that. I think we were going to do that, and then COVID like immediately
Yep.
happened, and then it's like, oh
Yep.
wow.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. COVID happened, and then like it was kind of harder to say go out to get ingredients and do that cafe thing.
Yeah, like one thing that I would like to do, I tried to do it in 2020 and unfortunately it didn't work out. But I'd like to try it again if possible is I want to do a Xeno panel of sorts.
Mhm.
It's just that who the hell knows when I'm going to go to another convention at this point.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Well, on
especially
that
like
note.
the big ones.
Such a positive
Can
note.
you guys believe it is almost the 2-year anniversary of us all going to that last convention together?
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
were all set to do that every
That
year.
hurts.
Oh,
That hurts so
yeah.
much.
And that happened just before COVID too.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm still glad that like all the stars aligned for us to meet at Katsucon back then, right
Mhm.
before everything went down, and like seriously, like everything was like fitting perfectly to the mold. There was absolutely zero issues or
Yeah.
And then the
barely.
monkeys curled.
But yeah, it's just I think it's amazing that we got to have such a good experience like right before this.
Mhm.
Although I do hope that it will not be the last because right now traveling is really really hard. Like planning anything is hard because we never know when like a new outbreak happens.
Yep.
And I do hope that it eventually truly calm down for real, which right now I'm not sure when it will happen.
We're gonna learn all the Greek letters of the alphabet.
Yeah. But anyways, I just really hope that we can do something similar to that eventually again where we all meet together. Even if it's not in a convention, it's just like some plans we had like renting a place and just passing time together and making it like our
Xenocon.
own convention. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it's something I'm hopeful for, but yeah. It might not be 2022 at this point. It might be more like 2023
Yeah.
question mark.
Yeah. Honestly,
Uh,
if we do get to do that sort of thing, I hope for the potential of, and I'm not promising anything to anyone, but I hope for the potential of live Zeno Cafe.
oh man, that would be cool if we rented an actual you know, like Airbnb or something like that, where we have like everything to cook. That could be really cool. A really cool idea.
We just do like the Zeno version of Food Wars. We're all in the
Oh,
same
God.
room cooking against each other.
Oh god, let's not make it a competition. Let's make it for fun,
Oh
okay?
no, it
Let's
wouldn't
work in
be
teams.
competitive. It would
I
just
would-
be
I would also kind of like a live Xenogears gear battle tournament. That would
We
be
were
fun.
going to
Yeah.
do that at Katsu, and then we never did.
Well, I think we had an issue or something. I can't.
Yeah, I think. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know we didn't do it.
Yeah,
That's all I remember.
I know there's like a few things. Like I had an idea where I wanted to make custom levels in Hackox and have various people in XenoChat try them.
Oh, that would be fun too.
I assume you
that's-
just mean Nick.
No, I mean
Just
various
Nick and
people.
only Nick.
I do enjoy that game.
I do enjoy it too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a
Well
fun
then,
puzzle game.
more than just Nick.
Yeah.
What if
then
you
we
could
should-
build like? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you go on.
I just there's something about Hackox in general that reminds me. I think it's just like the atmosphere of that mini game and stuff. It reminds me of Super Monkey Ball in some ways, and maybe that's part of why I took to it so much. But yeah, like I feel like wow, if you could like mix the two together in one game, that would be an amazing game.
With all the guest characters they're adding to Super Monkey Ball, just add Cosmos.
Yeah, just add all the Xeno characters and then add like the thing where you press the buttons that correspond with the blocks that move, and you could make Monkey Ball a puzzle. What would you call Monkey Ball? I'm not sure if it'd be considered a platformer or not, but you
I
know,
think it is. I don't know. Puzzle platformer.
I guess. But I can't think of like many Monkey Ball levels where you have like, oh, you interact with the environment by pressing a button on your controller kind of thing. It seems like something they haven't really covered before, so it could be interesting. It could be very difficult, but it could be interesting. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. Sorry.
That's all right.
Also, I thought you said meow, but okay.
Yeah, I do hear a cat in the
Yeah,
background, but it's
that cat's
adorable.
going crazy.
Welcome. I think it's welcome.
Okay.
Any other hopes for
I hope that we get more cats on the podcast.
The podcast.
Yes.
All right. Is there any other hopes for 2022?
I'd like to win the lottery.
Fair.
That would be fun.
Oh, yeah, I'd like a new car.
I actually would like a new car.
I would like a new
Yeah,
job.
a new car. Just save
I'd
up
like a new job.
money.
My
Yeah,
current
to be honest-
car is giving me so many issues, and I just wish I had a different one so I could at least have the slight opportunity, the slightest
Yeah.
hope to come visit other people.
Yeah, but I do wish I, even though it's super unrealistic, I do wish I could win the lottery too to quit my job. But I can also, yeah.
While we're making impossible wishes, I just want a portal gun, okay?
That's a solid choice.
Xenos episode 4?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe.
Yep, sure. Okay, this is getting me depressed.
Xenoblade
We're just off
Cross
this topic
2.
now.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is
Xenoblade
sorry.
Cross 2.
This is getting into
Also.
opium territory.
Okay. All right. Well, is there any ending things anybody wants to say, or any last things you want to say before the new year?
Gay rights.
Yes.
I mean, that's
True.
fair, yeah.
Sure.
Okay, good. Glad we all agree.
you should
Next.
always say it, yeah.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Also good.
Show some kindness.
Anyway.
All
Okay,
right.
I don't know why that happened.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, if that's it, we can just end the episode here. Thank you guys. This was really fun.
Yeah.
And thank you all for listening. And have a happy New Year.
Oh, thank you.
Happy New Year!
New Year.
Happy New Year,
Happy New Year.
folks.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.